Well, hello everybody. I'm trying something a little bit different today, or this evening, I should say, since it is the evening. I don't do usually do a live broadcast this late, and I haven't done a live broadcast in Payoff Pitch for quite some time, but I figured I'd give it a shot and see how it would go. Saves me some time on uploading some things as well, so I thought I would go ahead and try it and see how it goes and turns out. This game is game number 31 for the New York Yankees. They finished a two-game sweep of the Blue Jays to finish out the homestand. Now they're traveling to Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago to take on the White Sox. Pitching matchup, Dylan Cease on the mound for the White Sox, and a fellow named Lewis, I believe it's pronounced Lewis Gill. This was his only start of the 2022 season. He's 0-0 with the ERA of 9. So this is the one start he had all season, and you're looking at it right now. So let's see how everything is looking on the computer to make sure that I got everything where I need it to be. Like I said, I'm not used to doing this live. I'm used to doing this as a recording. Looks like everything is showing up reasonably well. I might even be able to lower the phone down just a touch and get a little bit closer to the cards so you can see them. Perhaps. If I didn't just ruin it, we'll see. All right, so that's your pitching and matchup for this game. We do have our dice. I'm going to go ahead and use the same dice I always use. I was going to use the White Sox dice, but I decided to go ahead and just go with what I got. And I might actually take this light down a touch because I think I'm getting a little bit too much glare on there. So let's see if that helps a little bit. Maybe I'll just turn the whole thing off. It might be too much glare on the ballpark card. So that might actually be better now that I'm thinking about it. So I think I'm going to go with that. See where Guaranteed Rate Field. One neat thing that Payoff Pitch did is they actually created a Field of Dreams card. If you remember last season, they did play a Field of Dreams game between the Yankees and the White Sox. And so they have carded, a stadium card if you want to play that particular game. It has it there. So it's a nice little touch by Payoff Pitch to include the Field of Dreams card. At least I thought it was a pretty nice touch. Hello, Tim. How are you doing, sir? Like I said, not used to streaming this late in the evening or streaming Payoff Pitch. Used to recording these, but something just got me I don't know what it is. Something said try it, and so we're going to try it, see how it goes. Your starting lineups, your benches, and your bullpens for both teams. Chicago is not doing so well in Digital Diamond. They have a record of 9-20. So that's just the Digital Diamond simming all those records. The only thing it's not Digital Diamond is the Yankee stats and Yankee win-loss record. Hello, Doug. How are you doing? So if some of their stats or whatever are off, that's Digital Diamond's sim engine. So take that with a grain of salt, I guess. All right, like I said, we got our dice here. Dylan Cease is your pitcher. And leading things off for the Yankees will be DJ LeMahieu. Let's see. Let me double check it. Again, since I'm doing a live and not recording, 720p is the best I can get. So I think with what I see on my laptop, this is the best I can get it. So hopefully it's good enough. We shall see. DJ LeMahieu, the batter, against Dylan Cease. Game 31 is underway. We get a 6 on Dylan Cease, and that's tough, and a 10, so that's going to be a strikeout. Any low number like that, almost guaranteed to be a strikeout in the tough range. So LeMahieu is retired. That brings up Aaron Judge. He's been stuck on 14 home runs for a while now. Dylan Cease, 9, is tough again. 0-9, it's another strikeout. So Dylan Cease getting the first two Yankees on strikes, and that'll bring up first baseman Anthony Rizzo. 3 is defense. So we're going to the defensive chart for the first time. A 59. So a 59 on the defense is an error check of the third baseman, according to the chart. Error check third baseman. So we look at our third baseman for the White Sox, and that happens to be Moncada. He's a 5, which is the best you can have. But still, guaranteed rate field looks like it creates a lot of errors. It's a 1 to 42 is still going to be an error. So we'll see how it plays out. It's a 36, so it is going to be an error. And there's also an 8. So an 8 on an error on a third baseman is a 1-base error. So Anthony Rizzo will reach on the Moncada error. And Cease feels like he should have been out of the inning, which he should have, but Moncada kind of goofed it. And now here is Giancarlo Stanton. Now that was a 3 on the roll, and actually Rizzo could get a steal attempt here because his steal is a 3. He does steal at a D, which is not very good. The catcher arm, Grandal, is a 4. So if I look at the steal chart, under a D and a 4, let's see what we get here. Under a D and a 4, you're looking at normal. So this might be a chance. This might be one of the only chances that Rizzo has a chance to steal all season. So we're going to go with it. If it's a 13 to 42, he is caught stealing. If it's 43 to 99, he will make it. And the reason why I'm stealing again is because I rolled a 3 on the 2d6s on the original roll, and his steal rating is a 3. So that got him the jump, per se. So first we'll move Stanton back to where he was, because this is Rizzo's show. He's going to try to steal. And again, it's a normal steal, so 43 or higher, he will make it. 86, he does make it. It's a stolen base for Anthony Rizzo. He did steal 6 bases on the season, and he got one right there. So not exactly what you were looking for, but he got the stolen base. He's in scoring position for Giancarlo Stanton. Hello, Joel. How are you doing, sir? So Giancarlo Stanton, the batter. 11 for Cease is ballpark. 30, that's in the wheelhouse. So we're in Giancarlo Stanton's wheelhouse. But actually, that's a 30. So Dylan Cease actually threw a wild pitch there. My bad. When you get a 30, anything in the low 30s, you got to check your wild pitch rating of the pitcher. That was a 30. Or was it? No, I'm sorry. It was a 33, wasn't it? It was a 33. So it's not going to be a wild pitch. It's going to be in the wheelhouse. My bad. I thought it was 30, but it was 33. So we're going to the wheelhouse for Giancarlo Stanton. A 1 to 85 is a home run. And that's long, and that is gone. Giancarlo Stanton makes the White Sox pay for that error, and it's a 2-run bomb for Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yankees grab a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first when Dylan Cease thought the inning was over. But Yankees said, not so fast, my friend. So the Moncada error really comes back to bite him. See what Cease can do to recover. 10 is patient. 09, that's a walk. And that's been one of those things that after a home run, one of the most likely results is a walk. So at least it seems that way. So Donaldson will walk to reach base with 2 outs for Aaron Hicks, center fielder. Cease, 9 is tough, 42. And that is a strikeout to finally end the inning. But the Yankees put 2 on the board in the top of the first, courtesy of Giancarlo Stanton, 2-run homer. And we go to the bottom of the first. It's the Yankees 2 and the White Sox nothing. And making his only appearance of the season is Luis Gil or Gil. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Not sure which way they pronounce it. I'm just going to say Gil to keep it simple. And like I said, this is his only start of 2022. He went 4 innings in this game, in the real game. ERA of 9, so he went 4 innings, gave up 4 runs. Got a lot of run support, got a no decision in the game itself. So here is Gil to Anderson, or Gil to Anderson. 3 is tough, 91, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Handled by Marwin Gonzalez, 1 away. And that'll bring up Moncada. He made that big error in the top half of the inning. Cost him 2 runs. Gil, 7 is tough, 76. Only goes to 71. 76 is a fly to center. 2 down. And for anybody's curious, I do have the fast action cards. I just prefer the dice and charts, so that's the way I play the game. The beauty of this game is you can play it, as a hybrid, or all fast action cards or all dice. You got your choice. Here's Abreu. 11 is patient. 52, and that's going to be a base hit for Abreu. So Abreu, a 2-out single for Jose Abreu. And this is exactly what happened with the Yankees in the top half of the inning. First 2 were outs, but then the 2-out rally is what took place. And here comes Luis Robert, center fielder. 8 is tough, 58, and that's going to be a base hit for Robert. Let's see if how far Abreu can go. He runs at a 6. That's a 2-base advancement. With 2 outs, you get that extra boost. And now runners are at the corners as the Sox are looking for a 2-out rally as well to match what the Yankees did. And that'll bring up catcher Yasmani Grandal. Gil trying to get out of this inning. Hello, Mr. Robert. I know it's getting close to your bedtime, and I usually don't play Payoff Pitch live, but something just, I don't know, just had a hankering to do it. Hello, Ahim. I haven't seen you before, but how are you doing? Gil, 7 is tough. 06 struck him out, and he gets out of the inning. So Gil gets through it. 2 hits, and has trouble, but the Sox leave 2 on at the end of 1 inning of play. Yankees 2, White Sox nothing. And the Sox have a missed opportunity right there. All right, Dylan Cease is back out, and he'll be facing Joey Gallo. Like I said, I know it's kind of backwards. You would think the batter would be here, the pitcher would be here, but I'm looking at this like I'm reading a book left to right, and you'd always check the pitcher first, so it just seems natural as the flow of the game to go this way. I know aesthetically maybe it's not that great, but Dylan Cease, 8 is tough, 92. That is a fly to right field. And Joey Gallo is out of there. Brings up Marwin Gonzalez. He's playing shortstop and giving Kiner Falefa the day off. Cease, 7 is tough, 34. That's another strikeout. Dylan Cease now has struck out 4, but that error just really opened the door for everything. And then, of course, Stanton with the 2-run homer. So here's Higashioka. 12 is wheelhouse, 77, but it's out of range on Higashioka. It only goes to 64. 77's a fly to center. And it's a 1-2-3 inning this time for Dylan Cease. And the Yankees will have to settle for nothing and like it. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0. Yes, RJL. Cease and desist. You got it right. All right. Maybe that's a hint for me to cease and desist of puns. I don't know. All right. Here's Luis Gil to Gavin Sheets. And I'm sure there's some puns can be made on that, but I'll leave that one alone. 9 is in play. It's a 29, and that's the very last number on Sheets' card. So he will get the base hit. So how about that? Dylan Sheets, a leadoff single. And he's aboard for left fielder A.J. Pollock. Gil, 8 is tough, 32, but that's in the wild pitch range. 30 to 37 is a wild pitch, so Gil will uncork one. And instead of being a potential out, it's just going to be a wild pitch. Takes the double play out of order and puts a runner in scoring position. 4 for Gil is patient, 15. That'll be a walk, and all of a sudden the Sox now with 2 on and nobody out for right fielder Adam Engel. And RJ, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, but a neat little thing that Payoff Pitch did is they included the Field of Dreams card in this set. So if you wanted to play the Field of Dreams game that the Yankees had with the White Sox out in Iowa, you can do so. So a single, a wild pitch, and a walk, but it's 2 on with nobody out for Adam Engel. Gil, 9 is in play, 90. And 90 is a ground ball to short, but that's a 9. No double play there. Will just be a fielder's choice to get the runner at second base. It's going to go 6-4. Gonzalez to LeMahieu for the force. Engel will take first. Sheets will take third. 1 down, runners on the corners for Lurie Garcia. Tying runs are on base with one out. Yankees will play back for the double play. Hello, Thomas. How are you? Gil. 9 is in play, but we got a rare play with runners on base. An in play, rare play with runners on base. So this should be interesting. Runners on base, in play. And it's on 2 different pages. So the in play 0 through 34 is on this page, and the in play 35 through 99 is on that page. So we'll see what comes up, which particular side comes up for that. We get a, wait a minute. Can you have a double 0 on a rare play? I guess you can. I've never done that before. I never had a rare play that I rolled a 0 on. That's very, very interesting. So we go over here. It says, if runner on first, let's see if I can fix the, I don't know if I can help with the thing there. Probably not. Anyway, I'll read it because you probably can't see it when it's probably might be a little blurry. I don't know. If runner on first, hard grounder hits the runner. Runner is out, batter safe at first on field or short, other runners advance 1 base. If no runners on first base, batter hits a ball through the hole in the right field, all runners advance 2 bases. Well, there is a runner on first, so the ball is going to hit him. So Garcia will get credit for a base hit. Rizzo will get the put out because the first baseman is the guy closest to the runner at first. So Engel is out 3 unassisted for out number 2, but Sheets will score. The bases are now clear, but the Sox are on the board. And that's a rare play of a rare play right there when you get the double 0 on the rare play check. That really, really can be interesting. Let me see if I can do something with this focus. May not help. I don't know. Anything at all? Maybe not. I got to realize it's just 720p. So this is the best I can do, I think. So, anyway, due up is Tim Anderson. Base is clear and 2 outs. 1 in. Gil, 8 is tough. 61, and that's out of range. 61's a ground ball to Rizzo, and he will take the bag himself to end the inning. But the White Sox do crack on the board, and at the end of 2, it is 2-1 favor the Yankees. Cease back out. Will be facing the top of the order, LeMahieu. LeMahieu and then followed by Judge. Both of those he struck out in the first inning. Cease, 6 is tough. 0-5, he will strike out LeMahieu. 1 away for Aaron Judge. Still stuck on those 14 home runs. He's been stuck on those for a while now. 7 is tough. 69. 65 is the hit, but 69 drops it to a fly to right. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Rizzo, and Rizzo reached on that error by Moncada and then scored on the home run from Stanton. 6 is tough. 69, that's out of range. 69 is a grounder to short. Tim Anderson makes the play. 3 up and 3 down, and that is now 7 in a row retired by Dylan Cease. And we go to the bottom of the third, still 2-1 Yankees. Gil coming back out. Remember, he went 4 innings in the real game. This was his only start of the 2022 season. So I'm going to pretty much cap him at 4 innings, I do believe. Unless he's pitching an incredible game. Here's Moncada. 7 is tough, 54, and that's a strikeout. Second strikeout for Gil. 1 away for the venerable Jose Abreu. 2 is patient, 31, and that's going to be a walk. That's only a 2, but Abreu has no steals, so there's no chance for him to steal. He just reached on the walk, and that is it. But he does not run very well. Well, he runs out of 6, but he doesn't steal attempt very much, so they rate him as no steal whatsoever. So he's aboard with the walk with 1 out for Louis Robert, who singled his first time up. Gil, 7 is tough, but 32 is another wild pitch. Second wild pitch of the game for Gil, and that's going to, again, take the double play out of order. And also move the runner in scoring position, so it kind of adds insult to injury. 3 is tough, but that's a 31. It's another wild pitch for Gil. And I may have to cap this because this is getting a little ridiculous to have all these wild pitches. All right, infield is going to play in for the Yankees. 63, it's an 8 and a 63. 8 is tough, 63. Ground ball to third, and they're going to have to hold the runner with the infield in. They're not going to take the chance of getting him thrown out. They're going to leave it up to Yasmani Grandal to bring home the run. That is a 9, which is in play, 0-4. That is a base hit for Yasmani Grandal, and the Sox have tied the ball game. We are tied at 2 as Yasmani Grandal comes through with the RBI single to tie the game at 2. Here's Gavin Sheets. Gill, 6 is tough, 55, and that's a base hit for Sheets rather. Grandal only runs at a 3, and since it's a tough, it's only going to be a 1 base advancement, even with 2 outs, because he doesn't run at a 6. So runners are at first and second. Grandal is painfully slow. So runners are at first and second for A.J. Pollock with 2 down. Score tied at 2, and Gill may not make it through 4 innings. We got a 9, which is in play, 0-7. Boy, he's getting killed in these low rolls. 0-7's a base hit. But again, he only runs at a 3, so let's check runner advancement. There is a 3 here for the lead die, so let's see if that gets him over the threshold or not. It might. Runner on second and a 3, the runner does score. So there you go, he did score it. And let's check the runner on first. See if he can make third or not. Runner on first is Sheets. And he runs at a 4. But we did again roll a 3. So the runner advancement on the 3. With the runner on first, you only get 1 base. So it's first and second. But the Sox take a 3-2 lead on the base hit by Pollock. They now lead at 3-2. And here comes Adam Engel. And the Yankee bullpen is active as Gill is running into problems. 7 is tough. 17 struck him out to end the inning. But damage done. The Sox bring home 2 runs to take a 3-2 lead after 3. And that may be all for Gill. We'll have to wait and see. But now Dylan Cease has been handed a lead to work with, 3-2. And he's got to face Giancarlo Stanton, who hit a 2-run homer off of him the first time up. Cease, 11 is ballpark, 72. That's in the in-play result. So Stanton will go on an in-play check. 50 is going to be out of range. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Moncada will make the play, 1 away. Stanton retired. For the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He walked his first time up. C7 is tough, 90. That'll be a ground ball to short. Tim Anderson all over it. And now that is 9 in a row retired by Dylan Cease. So he seems to have found his rhythm. Here's Aaron Hicks. 7 is tough, 25. Struck him out. That's 10 in a row retired by Dylan Cease. And the Sox continue to lead the Yankees by the score of 3-2. And Gill comes back out for the bottom of the 4th, but he's on a very short leash. Yankees do have in their bullpen Chad Green is loosening in the pen, the right-hander. Gill to Garcia. 9 is in play. 73 is going to be a fly to center. And there's 1 away. But if they can get 4, they can coax 4 innings out of Gill, they'll be happy. Here's Tim Anderson. 7 is tough, 49, and that's a base hit for Tim Anderson. He found that base hit on a 49 in the tough range. He's 2 for 2. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be, yeah, no, that was Anderson. I had the wrong, my little score sheet here. I had Engel leading off instead of when he had made the out previously. So Garcia is the one that flew to center. Anderson is at first base. Moncada is your batter. Gill, 7, tough, 89. That's a ground ball to short. He's a 7, but he's only a 6. So it's a fielder's choice. 6-4. They do not double up Moncada. So 2 down, runner still at first for Jose Abreu, who was singled and walked. And so Gill trying to get out of this, get this last out of the 4th. 8 is tough, 48, and he can't do it. Abreu gets a base hit. Runner on first. Moncada runs at a 5, so he does not get the automatic boost. And on a 3, lead die of 3, he only gets 1 base. So even with 2 outs, he only gets the 1 base because he just doesn't run all that well. So Robert is your batter, and I think that's going to be it for Mr. Gill. They cannot go any further with him. He's going to come up a third of an inning short from his real performance. He's going to go 3 2/3 rather than a 4. And he's going to give up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits in 3 2/3 innings. Let's see. He also threw, count them, 3 wild pitches. He walked 1, 2, and he struck out 1, 2. Given up 3 runs so far, all earned, but the 2 runners on base are his responsibility. So his ERA could go a lot worse. But we're going to get Chad Green, the new pitcher for the Yankees. He will be coming on, will Mr. Green, to face Louis Robert and try to get out of this inning and keep the score at 3-2. 6 is tough, 27, struck him out. And Green comes in and does the job they need to do. Close the book on Gill now. 3 2/3 innings, 3 runs allowed. So nothing doing there for the Sox. They threaten but don't score. We go to the 5th. It's still 3-2 in favor of the Chicago White Sox. And Dylan Cease back out. Oops. Facing Joey Gallo. So Gallo flew to right his first chance. That's an 8, which is tough, and that's an 0-1. That's a strikeout. Boy, Dylan Cease is just on fire. 11 in a row retired by Cease. Here's Gonzalez. 8 is tough, 96. That's going to be a fly to left, 2 down for the number 9 hitter, Higashioka. 7 is tough again. 66 is just out of range. He only goes to 58. 66 grounds to second. Easy play there by the second baseman Garcia. And the inning is over. So once again, that is now 13 in a row retired by Dylan Cease. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 3-2. White Sox. Chad Green back out. Will face Grandal. 4, and that's ballpark. 31. That's in the wheelhouse for Grandal. Not very good, though, for home runs. 1-18 is a home run. 50 is going to be out of range. It's not even going to be a hit. It's going to end up being a ground ball to Rizzo. So Green got away with one there. Grandal missed it. Hello, Texags. How are you doing? So 1 away for Gavin Sheets. 8 is in play. 19. That's a base hit for the Gavin Sheets. He is 3 for 3 in this ball game. Brings up A.J. Pollock. Green could use a double play right about now. 9 is tough. 99, though, is going to be a fly to left. That is 2 away. And it brings it up to Adam Engel, the right fielder. Green, 6 is tough. 14 struck him out, and that's going to do it for Green. He's going to go an inning and a third, give up 1 hit, nothing else with 2 strikeouts. So he did his job. keeping his team in the game. 5 innings complete here at Guaranteed Rate Field, and it's the White Sox 3, the Yankees 2. And that will be it for Mr. Green. Dylan Cease, this is his fatigue inning, but he's only given up 2 runs, so he's not subject to fatigue until he gives up more runs. So he's still good to go, especially the way he's pitching. Here now is LeMahieu. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. 2 is tough. 25, he's got the strikeout, and that's the hat trick for DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Brings up Aaron Judge. He's capable of tying the game with 1 swing of the bat. His wheelhouse is 1-97, if he can find it. 3 is defense, and that is a 16. Defense 16 is a range of the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Anderson's range is not very good. It's only a D. So 1-59, and we got a base hit for Aaron Judge on a 1-59. And it's a 94, so he's going to be out. And a 3 with an out at the shortstop position. A 3 is a ground ball. So Judge grounds to Anderson, and that's now 15 in a row retired by Mr. Cease. And here's Rizzo. 6 is tough. 27 struck him out. Dylan Cease cannot be stopped. 16 in a row retired by Dylan Cease. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-2 White Sox. And the Yankees will need a new pitcher. Let's see who they want to go to. Coming up for the White Sox is Garcia, who's a switch hitter. Anderson's a righty. Mancada's a switch hitter. So 2 switches and a right. So I guess they're going to go with a right-hander in Jonathan Loaizaga. So Loaizaga, the righty, will be on. See what he can do against Garcia, the switch-hitting second baseman, who is 1 for 2. We get a 12, which is ballpark, and that is a 66, which means we're in the in-play result for Garcia. He needs a 27 or less. Doesn't get it. 39 says it's a ground ball back to Loaizaga. Easy play, 1 away. And that will bring up Tim Anderson as the order flips over. Anderson on the game is 1 for 3. Loaizaga 12 is ballpark again. This time it's a 06, which is a wheelhouse. But Tim Anderson is only a 1-17 home run result on the wheelhouse. But he found it. It's a 0-0. Now, that's what I got to figure out. On a wheelhouse 0-0, I think that's a home run. I don't think it goes to a rare play. I believe that's just straight out home run. Although on the card it's a 1-17. So now I'm thinking, because there is a rare play with the wheelhouse result. So I'm thinking that's a rare play with the wheelhouse result. So we're going to the rare play wheelhouse with nobody on base. And I'm hoping I'm doing that right. Wheelhouse base is empty. Here we go. On a no-hitter, I don't mention it until it's broken up. I don't say anything about it until it's broken up. My only no-hitter in History Maker Baseball, I didn't say a thing about it. In fact, I almost didn't realize it until the game was over. But if I realize it, I don't say anything about it until the first hit, and I say, oh, there goes the no-hitter. So that's kind of how I handle it. All right, so we're in the wheelhouse on a rare play with the bases empty. And we get an 84. Batter hits a sinking liner to left field. Left fielder makes a diving play on the ball, and the ump calls the batter out. The manager bounds out of the dugout to protest the call. The umps get together to discuss the play. If the left fielder is in A range, the call stands and the batter is out. Otherwise, the umpire reverses the call, and the batter is credited with a single. Well, it just so happens the left fielder is Joey Gallo, and Joey Gallo just happens to be in A range in left field. So the call is going to stand. They are not going to overturn it. Joey Gallo being an A fielder, they will give him the credit for the out, and that's out number 2. And that brings up Moncada, or Moncada, I should say. Loizaga 9 is in play, 93. It's a fly to left, and that's going to end the inning. And that's it for Loizaga. He's a one-inning guy, so he's going to go one inning, not give up anything. Keeps his team in the game. We go to the 7th inning. And this is probably going to be Cease's last inning just for fatigue purposes, even though he's pitching so well. I think realistically they would take him out on a pitch count. So we'll see how it plays out. Top of the 7th we go, and Giancarlo Stanton, who hit the 2-run homer in the first, and he grounded to third. All right, Robert, have a good day. Appreciate you. I knew it was running a little late for you, but I do appreciate you checking in. Look forward to your game next, or tomorrow night, rather, on the Inside Pitch. Here's Cease. 5 is Patient, 35, and that's a walk. So Cease now has walked Giancarlo Stanton to start the 7th inning, and that'll bring up Donaldson. So now the White Sox bullpen is starting to loosen just a bit down there. They have 2 lefties there. Most of their better relievers are right-handed, and it looks like from up here that they are looking at Reynaldo Lopez. He's loosening in the White Sox bullpen. Right now it's Josh Donaldson trying to get something done. Cease, 6 is tough, 39, and that's a strikeout. 1 away. Cease says, I'm not done yet. Here's Aaron Hicks. Yankees won this game in real life like 15-7 or something. They scored a ton of runs against the Sox bullpen. But their bats are silent tonight. It's not Christmas, but it is a silent night for these bats for the Yankees. 9 is tough, 21, another strikeout. And that's the hat trick for Aaron Hicks. That brings up Joey Gallo. Last chance for the Yankees in this inning. 8 is tough, 10 struck him out. Dylan Cease strikes out the side and goes out in style like George Burns. He's going in style, and he is just had an incredible outing. He's going to go 7 innings, give up 2 runs, but neither of which were earned because of the error. He walked 2. Of course, he gave up the home run. How many hits did he give up? 1. That's the only hit he gave up. Now you talk about that at Texags. That's the only home run Cease, or the only hit Cease gave up was the home run to Giancarlo Stanton. So he pitched a 1-hitter through 7 innings, and the only hit he gave up was a Stanton home run. He struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 strikeouts. So talk about an incredible line for Dylan Cease. 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, no earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a home run. He came into the game with a 2-2 record and a 3.93 ERA. Obviously, those numbers are going to improve vastly. And the Yankees will need a new pitcher in the bottom of the 7th. It is a 7th inning stretch. I may stretch just to stretch. But yeah, it's I didn't even catch it was a no-hitter because when the home run happened, anything about a no-hitter or a 1-hitter or whatever just went out the window. I didn't realize it, but there he was. All right, so Yankees will now go to Mike King out of the bullpen. Another right-hander, Mike King. He will be on to face these righties for the White Sox. And Reynaldo Lopez will be coming on for the White Sox in the top of the 8th. So Abreu will face King. King is the 4th pitcher used by the Yankees. King, 6 is tough, 82. That's going to be fly to center field. 1 away. And after the first couple innings, I thought there might be fireworks, but the pitching is kind of taken over. King now, 6 is tough, 06, struck him out. Lots and lots of strikeouts in this game. Here's Grandal with 2 outs and the base is empty. 6 is tough, 30, and that's another strikeout. So King does his job. He goes 1 inning, strikes out 2, gives up nothing else. And we go to the 8th inning here at Guaranteed Rate Field. It is still the White Sox 3 and the Yankees 2. And we will need a new pitcher for the White Sox as Dylan Cease's day is finally done. And it will be Reynaldo Lopez, the right-hander. Used to be a starting pitcher, but then they've kind of converted him to a bullpen guy. Very good year in 2022, 6-4 with a 2.76 ERA. So Reynaldo Lopez will be facing Gonzalez, Higashioka, and LeMahieu. Now on the bench, they have kind of Falefa, Trevino, and Torres, so I don't know if there's a whole lot of good stuff there. I think they're just going to stick with who they have. So Gonzalez, your batter, against Lopez. 9 is in play, 71, though. It's going to be a ground ball to second. Garcia will make the play. 1 away for Higashioka, the catcher. Lopez, 7 is tough. 92, that's going to be a fly to left, 2 down. Hauled in out there by Pollock. And here's LeMahieu. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's trying to avoid the golden sombrero. That's a 5. It's patient, so he will avoid the golden sombrero. That'll actually be a walk. So with a 2-out walk to LeMahieu, and that puts the tying run on base for Aaron Judge, who is the go-ahead run. If he sends a long ball, we get a ballpark result, and it goes to wheelhouse. Could be something going on here. Nope, it's a 9. It's in play. It's a 90. That's going to simply be a ground ball to short, and the inning is over. So nothing doing for the Yankees here in the top of the 8th as Reynaldo Lopez does his job. He goes 1 inning. It did walk a batter, but gave up nothing else. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher coming in for the Yankees. And a new pitcher in the 9th for the Chicago White Sox will be their closer. And the closer was Liam Hendricks. He had 37 saves, so he'll be coming in the top of the 9th. In the bottom of the 9th, they will have Sheets, Pollock, and Engel. And the Yankees will go to a lefty, Lucas Luque. Luque is coming on. He is the 5th pitcher used by Aaron Boone. Trying to keep the game where it is. Sheets, not very good against left-handed pitching. He is 3 for 3 on the game, but that was against right-handers. So they're going to pinch hit for Sheets, play the percentages against the lefty Luque, and bring in a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is going to be Danny Mendick, who hit .360 against left-handed pitching. So Mendick will stay in the game to be the DH. So Mendick will come on and face Luque here in the bottom of the 8th of a 3-2 game. 7 is patient, 16, and that will be a walk. So Mendick draws the leadoff walk. And that'll send up A.J. Pollock to the plate. It is 2022, so I am using the 3-batter rule. Luque must face 3 batters. 8 is tough, 73, and that's going to be a fly to center field, 1 away. Pollock is out. That brings up Engel. Luque, 6 is tough, 36. That's going to be a strikeout, 2 down. For Lurie Garcia, switch hitter, so it doesn't really matter who you bring in. Actually, he's worse against lefties, so we're going to leave Luque in there. 9 is tough, 85, and that's going to be a ground ball to short to end the inning. So Luque does his job, goes 1 inning, does walk a batter, and does strike out a batter, gives up nothing else. So we go to the 9th. Last chance for the Yankees. Is still a 3-2 game. And coming on to pitch will be Liam Hendricks, For the White Sox, he had 37 saves on the 2022 season. And he will be facing Rizzo, Stanton, and Donaldson. Numbers 3, 4, and 5 in the Yankee order. Here in the top of the ninth. Hendricks, 7 is patient. 14, that's a walk. So Anthony Rizzo will get the leadoff walk. He is the tying run. Stanton is nowhere near any kind of a bunter, so they're not going to have him bunt. They're going to have him swing away. Hendricks, 11 is tough. 69, that's a strikeout. Stanton out on strikes for 1 away. For Josh Donaldson. We get a 7, which is patient. 67, and that's a hit by pitch. He just plunked Josh Donaldson. And that puts runners at first and second with only 1 out. This is the first serious Yankee threat that they've had since the first inning, really. And now Aaron Hicks is your batter. Hicks, though, has struck out 3 times. He's 0 for 3. They're going to pull Hendricks, and they're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Even though Hicks is a switch hitter, he's 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. They're not going to settle for that. So they're going to bring on Gleyber Torres to pinch hit. See if they can get lightning in a bottle. Gleyber Torres. And they'll figure out defense later if it goes to a bottom of the ninth. But they need some offense. So Gleyber Torres will pinch hit for the Yankees. First and second, 1 out. That is an 8, which is tough. 14 struck him out. 2 down. And now it's all up to Joey Gallo. And Gallo is 0 for 3. And you wonder if they're going to pinch it for him. I think they will. He does have good power, but you need a base hit more so than you need power. Well, you hate to take out a left-hander, though. But he is a 178 hitter. So they're going to bring in Kaina Falefa to pinch hit for Gallo. And see if he can do something. It's going to leave Trevino as the only bench player, but Kaina Falefa trying to get 2 out magic to make it happen against Hendricks. That's a 6, which is tough. 67. It's out of range. 67 is a ground ball to second, and there's your ball game. And Gallo on a tough 67 would have struck out, so I think tough 67 would have got most anybody. Yep, and anybody they had would have been out. So there's your ball game. The White Sox win it by the score of 3-2 over the Yankees. White Sox improved to 10-20. Yankees dropped to 19-11. For Hendricks in the ninth, he does get the save despite being a little shaky. He hit a batter and walked a batter, so his control was a little bit iffy. He did get 2 strikeouts, though. Gave up no hits. So the line for the Yankees, not very good. Yankees line score 2 runs on 1 hit and no errors. So almost a no-hitter. The only thing that kept it from being a no-hitter was the Stanton home run in the first inning. Other than that, we would have had a no-hitter. For the White Sox, 3 runs, and they do it on 10 hits. And they do commit the 1 error. Winning pitcher is Dylan Cease. He improves to 3-2. The losing pitcher is the starter Gill. He's 0-1. The save to Hendricks. I don't know what save number that is because I don't have the stats in front of me. But there you go. That's the final score here from Chicago. The Yankees get 1 hit. And we almost had a payoff pitch no-hitter, but not quite. 1 hitter, and the Sox win it. Yankees drop to 19-12. They will play 2 more games in Chicago to finish the series, and that'll be offline. And then they'll be heading to Baltimore to take on the Orioles for a 3-game set to finish the road trip before heading back to Yankee Stadium. So an impromptu live payoff pitch game. Like I said, I don't usually don't usually do Payoff Pitch Yankees games live. I usually do recordings. The video quality not quite as good because I can't get 1080 like I can on recordings, but hopefully it was a fun game to watch, and hopefully the graphics weren't too bad. Dylan Cease, you saw Dylan Cease was an animal. He just took the Yankees apart. 7 innings pitched, held them to 1 hit, which was the home run, and struck out 12, and just were in control of the whole game. Once the White Sox took the lead 3-2 in the third, actually both pitching staffs just took over at that point, and it was Donut City all the way. So final line score: White Sox 3 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Yankees 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. Winning pitcher Cease, losing pitcher Gill, and Hendricks with the save. Next video on the channel most likely will be the NBC Game of the Week on Saturday, Inside Pitch, at roughly 1 o'clock Eastern. And that'll be the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Montreal Expos from Jerry Park in Montreal. Unless I may sneak something in between now and then, but that's probably going to be the next one for sure if I don't do anything else. But I might sneak something in on another game engine. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But that's tentatively what I have planned. I do thank everybody for tuning in live. And yeah, Texags, it might be. You never know. I'm definitely considering it. I just don't know what I might do, but I'll come up with something off the cuff. Something that's not replay baseball, that's not payoff pitch, and that's not inside pitch. So it won't be one of those 3, but it might be something else. Could be anything. Could be APA, could be History Maker, could be Strat, could be several different things. Could be Pocket Pennant. I mean, there's lots of different things I could throw out there just to be different. Or I'm not sure. Next video you see from me might be on Saturday. Who knows? I don't want to promise anything and then not put it out there. So we'll leave it at that. So I hope you enjoyed that presentation of Payoff Pitch New York Yankees 2022 replay style. This game was played, I believe, let me check the schedule. This was played, does it say when it was played? Let me get the box score here. I think it was May the 12th. That's what I thought. It was played May 12th, which was a Thursday night, by the way. So thought playing this on a Thursday night might be interesting. So this game was played Thursday, May the 12th. I don't have the 73 season, Doug, so I can't do that. But I do have other, several other things on History Maker. I've actually been kind of toying with doing the San Diego Padre 21 season, but it's so close to 22, I almost feel like I'm repeating myself. So I may just do a one-off and pull something out. I'm not sure. We shall see. But anyway, that's going to do it from here. Again, appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I'll see you all down the road.